Welcome to Swish and Flick, an all Potter podcast.
Swish and flick. Everyone? Swish and flick.
Hello and welcome to episode 100 of Swish and Flick. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Megan.
I'm Katie.
And I'm blown away.
And this episode is sponsored by every single one of you.
Especially me.
Correct. Thank you, everyone. Honestly, thank you, Swishers,
you.
so
Thank you.
much. Today we will be discussing us and
Our favorite topic.
and our 100th episode. But before we begin, words are really difficult today. Let's go to Megan for weekly profit stuff.
Oh, my lord.
So as Tiffany and I discussed in private a few moments ago,
Okay, what?
we're going to discuss Wizards Unite.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Calm down, Katie.
Well, I thought there was some big
No, you're-
exciting something.
Calm yourself. So, is everybody here still playing it?
I am. Isn't that
I am.
surprisingly?
Raise of hands. I'm like halfway.
You guys, when I go on walks, I have a dog on a leash and I have a stroller.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I gonna do? Log into my house every day and get nothing besides
Right.
the login prizes or whatever. Like, it's just, I told you guys, I just can't get on board with phone games. But what I have played is super fun. It's just like Pokemon Go that I liked, but I literally can't.
I don't like that I can't see you.
Correct.
Yeah. But, well, look at the screen. We can all see each other.
Just stare into your eyes on the screen.
I'm still playing it, but I tend to forget about it a lot. And then Katie, I'll look over it. I think Katie's probably playing it the most. Maybe Sarah.
I don't know. Sarah's
Probably Katie and Sarah.
Sarah's like, I don't know what got into you.
I mean, I said to Jen, I was like, how long do you think this will last? She's like, oh, it'll last for a while. I'm like, you think? I'm like, I get bored of these things easily. And she's like, you play phone games all the time. I go, not really. I'm like, it comes and goes. But I'm currently a level 10.
I'm
I'm a
7.
5 or 6 for me.
I'm a 2.
What's really cool, at least where
I'm
I was,
7.
because I could play it in Aruba when I had Wi-Fi, although it didn't acknowledge that I was in another country, so I didn't get that, achievement
Bonus.
thing, which was
Yeah.
annoying. But whatever. First world problems.
The thing I don't like is the spell energy.
See, I was playing it a lot,
really
and I
difficult.
wasn't running out, and I finally just ran out, and now I'm like, I can't do anything.
Yeah, you have to go to an inn, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Does it fill you up all the way when you go to an inn? No. See,
No, but
so,
you
like,
can
that's gonna
go
be-
every 5 minutes. It regen, you can go back in.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
And what I thought was really cool is at night I got to fight a vampire a couple of times and something else, and I can't remember what it was.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is exciting. I'm fighting a vampire. Ow.
Bit me with his teeth. Ow.
It took me a while to get how to
it
fight things, because you have to
Yeah.
hold the star thing above the star thing, and
I didn't understand what I was doing for a long time.
Yeah. Meg showed me, and I was like, oh my God, I can play properly now.
I can play properly.
I was just running away from those things when I encountered them until I figured out how to fight them.
Same.
I tried to fight it because I thought you had to go down really fast,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, why?
I was
I'm
tapping
dying.
it. I felt really
Yeah.
old.
I was just holding the screen, thinking the thing would go, and it wasn't. So,
But yeah.
I do want to say before I forget, and just so everybody knows, so right now we're recording this. It'll probably come out today because this is literally we're not recording ahead of time. It's literally the 100th episode. And we are live on YouTube for anyone who's listening to this afterwards. So we have a ton of people in chat. They're all talking to us. They're going to drive a lot of this episode as well.
correct.
But yeah, so it's kind of like what we do for Patreon, but we open it up to everybody. So hopefully if you're listening
Hopefully
to
you all
this
enjoy it.
And it's a
after,
video
you're a
this
part
Are we
of it
going to
too.
edit this one or just push it out?
I think just push it out.
I think that's a
push
good
it.
idea, because
Yeah,
if you
just put it out.
if you didn't get to see it, you get to hear all of it.
Yeah.
Which is not
Yeah.
something we do. We edit our normal episodes. So if you're with us,
You probably get
during,
a half an hour more content.
Yeah.
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 you get us being ridiculous.
Yeah. So enjoy.
Yeah.
I also wanted to add on to this weekly profit in a completely different direction and say that if you're listening to this today or tomorrow, please consider going to our website and buying some Pride merchandise to round out Pride Month. all of the proceeds from our Pride merchandise, meaning 100% of the proceeds from our Pride merchandise will be donated to Glisten, which if you Google GLSEN, you can see what they're about. They basically help with LGBT kids getting bullied in school and making sure that they have safe spaces. So if you would like to support that, please go and buy some merchandise, and any profit from that gets donated. And if you don't want to go and buy merch and you just want to donate to Glisten, I have pinned a post at the top of our Facebook page with a donate button, and you can add to everything that we've donated. You can see the amount that we've donated so far up to date. As of yesterday, I went and did a third donation from Swish to the company. So you can see we're close to $1,000. So it would be really amazing if people would chip in and get us to $1,000.
Yeah, please.
That would be
please,
so
please.
cool. So
And to everyone who has, like,
thank you so
you're
much.
awesome. Thank you. And to anyone who wanted to, like, I know not everybody can donate. I totally get that, you know, sometimes the money you have is the money you have, and that's it.
Yeah.
But
But
still
if
support
every-
us by listening.
If
It's really
every
cool.
one of our listeners,
listeners,
A listenator.
if every one of our listeners donated $1, that would be a lot of money to Glisten.
Or even
So
if you just share
share the
share the
link.
post on Facebook and write a little,
Yes, that
something.
would be great.
and maybe someone that follows you will make
Yeah.
a donation if you can't, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Good point.
Well,
All right.
we don't have a
Are you gonna? Do you want to recap our last 99 episodes?
do it
I
in
think
one
Florence
sound.
should.
One sound. That's it.
You think? I think Terriot should do it.
No.
Terry. We talked about Harry Potter for 99 episodes. That's a long time.
That's a long time. I wonder how many hours that
Oh.
is.
If they're all at least an hour, that's a long. That's 99 hours.
And they
That's
are
math.
definitely more than an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Wow.
lot of
Listen,
time.
guys,
Also-
Terriot is not here today. Okay.
What are you talking about? You're right there.
Shut
I
up.
also just want to say
Are
that
we
like
gonna fight?
Bring it on.
Should we take this outside?
Let's go.
technically we have put out more than 100 episodes, but like
Correct.
this is just how
Normal.
many we've counted normal 100 episodes.
Because we don't count. We aren't counting this.
Scamander stories.
The Swish and Flicks. The
Files.
Felix Files Scamander stories. We
Yeah.
aren't counting. This is
Normal
this is our
chapter
100th
episodes.
weekly episode. We put
Yeah.
one out. Have we put one out every single weekend?
Yeah.
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 I mean, I'm pretty proud of us.
I know.
That's pretty great.
Because not a lot of other podcasts don't do that.
Correct.
I mean, they like
It's hard.
it is.
It's
It's
hard.
very
It's
hard.
a lot of commitment.
Especially with 4 people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Four women with busy
Correct.
lives.
yeah,
Super
but like
busy.
every time, like it's just kind of like the background of our life, and I don't mean like we put it on the back burner. I mean like it's literally just always on. You know what I mean? So like we
Yeah.
always like
That's
we
a
need to get this
really
done. We
good
got to
way
get
to
this.
describe it.
We got to get this out. You know, because we care about it, and I think we're all super super proud
Yeah. I'm
and
Speak for
grateful.
yourself. I hate it all.
I'm
Oh
beaming.
my gosh. I can't stand you guys.
Yeah.
No,
same.
I do love you.
I can't stand you guys 100 episodes later.
Sarah, would you like to summarize what we're going to do today?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about me. Let's talk about me, baby. Let's talk about all about me. Let's talk about all the cool things and the nice things I had to do. We're gonna I think we're gonna do kind of what we did for our anniversary episode. Talk a little bit about 100 episodes that we've each. Well, technically, Tiffany and I are the only ones that have not been on 100 episodes of normal.
I
things.
haven't. If we
Normal.
count the episode for Wizardly World of Kent last year, I was not on that.
Was that a normal episode?
I don't know.
I don't think it was. I think, it was a
I
bonus
think
episode.
I've been here for all 100.
You for sure
just
have.
Go, you.
Just kidding.
that puff in her loyalness.
That's right.
And then we're gonna do some questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so informal, just fun, just
Yeah.
hanging.
Keep sending them, YouTubers.
Yeah.
I did also ask on the gram
Oh, sure.
some questions.
That's a good idea. That's a good
Oh,
idea.
good idea.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know. Flying
Katie
the
has
Ravenclaw.
never taken a sick day.
So I have kind of. I'm going to start this because, you know.
Yeah,
Go for it.
So, what has been a memorable episode for all of you. And I can go first to give you a little bit of time to think because, well, I actually have two. And I don't exactly remember what chapter.
It's tough, man. I mean, how are we gonna remember?
I think it's book 1, Halloween, though. And we sang This Is Halloween.
Yeah, I think it was Halloween.
And we were
That's a good
here.
one.
I don't know. I just had so much fun. And then our Disney day we had.
Disney Day
Yeah.
was good. We have to go back to doing those.
Yeah.
God, that was forever ago.
I know.
Yeah, we need
There
to
was
do it
another
again.
day early on that was like so good. Oh, our feasts.
Our feaster.
That was a fun one. It was our very first Halloween feast we did. And then the next year we did a Christmas feast.
Christmas.
Or was it
feast?
both Christmas
That was the
feasts?
same year.
Yeah, we did too.
Yeah, I
We
think we did too.
because the first Christmas feast we had like the putting on fire.
Well, yeah, that was our year one. Then this past Christmas we did another feast, which
Right.
we didn't do, and we also didn't do like anything, almost anything from the books, because we did like a whole book feast, and then
We
I
did,
went
yeah.
and got, Irish sausage and black and
Yeah.
white pudding and stuff, and made them all eat it, and then almost set my house on fire.
It's true.
And then people were like, no, you put the alcohol on the pudding and then light it, not bring a ladle full of alcohol on fire from your kitchen to your living room.
Oh,
Those are the
memories.
good old days.
Gosh.
Do you think I could do this with my mic?
Your hands might pick up. All right, never mind. Sorry.
Sorry, I was trying to help you, Sarah. I feel like you just have to stare at my face.
There was another
That's
one
all right.
that we started talking and then it like slipped right out of my head. Oh, I remember. But I think it was a Felix buyout. But when we were recording all of that about Lily and James and that night and none of it recorded.
Oh my god.
It was so good, you guys,
Yeah.
and none of it.
Yeah, that was
None
a
of
good
it
conversation.
Or no, none of it recorded. Like
Half of it.
half of it,
It
like
stopped.
stopped.
Yeah.
This is why we look at
And that's
it
why
every
Lily
time.
and James's episode is 2 parts, because the first part is what we could salvage from that recording.
Oh God! you
and then the
guys.
second part we had to redo, and it just wasn't as good, and it was disappointing.
That feeling
we were
of
so
defeat.
sad.
We were
Yeah.
so like.
Remember
just-
how hard I cried talking about them?
Yeah.
Sarah sobbed throughout that entire part that wasn't recorded.
I mean, it's a sad thing.
Sips
Do you
for
remember when I
sadness.
started crying
Sips for
about
sadness.
Cursed Child? And I was like, Hagrid had to go. So funny. I was legitimately like sobbing. Who were we just talking to about that with? And they're like, yeah, and you were like crying on the episode? Like, Hardcore was like, yeah, I was.
Yeah,
I gotta forget who
you've
that
cried
was.
a lot during.
I'm a crier. We know this.
Yeah, true. True. And if you're crying and she looks at you, she will also cry.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
She'll do that laugh cry thing that is like my favorite.
I think it's a defense mechanism because I don't like to cry.
I laughed.
I hear
too.
ya. I
I do
hear
the
ya.
same thing.
Yeah.
You're just like, don't look at me.
Yeah.
Meg, do you have a standout?
I have a
Standout moment, standout
Couple.
episode, anything.
I have a couple.
Go ahead.
Honestly, our first episode
Yeah.
to me is just like, thinking like I've listened to it again like semi recently. Well, like at
God
last
bless you.
Potterfest, we listened to it whenever.
We did. You're right.
Bev, actually, shout out to Bev. Bev played it on like the speaker, and we were like, "Oh God, what are you doing? No!"
Like, we're trying to get
When-
more listeners. What are you doing?
When was this?
Sarah and I have anxieties about listening. Wait, it was when we were at the booth.
It was
It was
I don't
on.
remember.
And
We had it on, like, a little
Thanks for
speaker.
coming, Sarah.
She started playing the first episode, and I was like, then after that, it like got me intrigued to listen to it again, and I did.
Is it
I think
good?
it is actually.
There's
like
just some cringy bits of us talking over each other. That's the part I don't like.
we still do that.
I know, but like it was
not as
significantly
bad.
worse.
Yeah. I just, I think that the first episode, like for us to have never done this before and to
Yeah.
put that together, like I'm really proud of it. And I think
Yeah.
that obviously the first episode of a podcast is important because I can't even tell you how many podcasts I've tried to listen to and I shut them off halfway. And the fact that we have so many really awesome listeners who obviously liked that episode and are still with us, like it's just amazing. And I think that my next favorite episode is probably Mrs. Norris.
Oh my god.
Oh,
We just talked about this yesterday. Meg and I.
Well, when people like bring it up, we're like, Katie and I especially like, don't talk about it. We can't talk about it.
Like, why won't this
'Cause
die?
then Megan's gonna say that the cat started knitting with just their fingers alone, or like, some crazy things about cats having thumbs that are opposable. Not a thing. The cat can't tie a knot with their little paws.
Oh God.
No, it wasn't on there. It was on your regular.
Oh, my phone is up there.
Oh, that's Katie's phone.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, yeah, I just that conversation, like, just still to this day, I love whenever people will send me pictures of polydactyl cats that they've met, or they'll post them in the group, and it's just it's so great. I love it. And
I feel like someone recently, was it you guys that sent me a picture?
It was me.
I was
So
gonna say,
yesterday,
someone sent me a picture of a polydactyl cat.
so me yesterday.
Because it kind of freaks me out a little bit.
There's a
They're
cat.
awesome.
There's a cat cafe here in Cleveland, and there's a polydactyl cat. And I sent the picture to Meg, and she wrote me back and said, "Tell me that cat can't tie himself up." So I wrote back, "It can't."
It's like, as a matter of fact, it cannot. It cannot not a knot.
it's
I don't
odd, though.
Sarah probably
It's-
can't.
I wonder if you can send it in there. I don't know if the chat lets that happen.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if you can. Yeah, I don't know if you could do pictures.
I don't know. I just and then I have one more, which is just whenever
Jeez,
Tiffany came back.
asks for one, and then you're
I'm
naming
sorry.
three. Ding, where's the bell?
When
Thank you,
Tiffany
ma'am.
came back, it was just
Oh, that was a good one.
and
'cause
it
I was
wasn't-
back.
but it wasn't even the episode that you were really supposed to be back on.
Mhm.
It was just you just came back, and it
Yeah.
like I wasn't expecting it, first of all, because I was facing forward and you came up behind me.
Keep talking.
And it was just really sweet. Like, all of a sudden I see Ezra look over, and then he just gets up, and then you just like slipped right into his seat, and it was
She slipped into her seat.
her seat.
And then,
It was
of
just
course,
emotional.
I started crying.
Yeah. It was
well,
just emotional.
And then later on that episode, I brought Alana down.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I cannot.
Was that the first time we had met Alana? No.
No,
No.
No,
We
no,
met
no.
her when she was very small.
I can't
Small.
thank
It was
you
the
guys
first time I met
enough,
her. No.
like, for being so flexible with all of that. Obviously, you guys are the best, and I
You're-
can't thank Ezra enough. Like, he was
Yeah.
so clutch, and people loved him, and I appreciate you guys loving my buddy as and it was just great. I don't know.
so
That
fun.
all worked out really, really well.
I mean, but we
We had
to do-
conversations about Ezra replacing you permanently.
I'm sure you did,
Well,
but he's not a Gryffindor, so
correct,
it wouldn't have
so
worked.
it wouldn't have worked out. But
No. You're not gonna buy a new filter.
Tiffany, we know that we are subjected to whatever Lady Supreme wants. We don't have a choice. So she's like, I'm going to need my mom for a little bit. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, that's true.
Kirk 2006.
Yeah.
Kirk 2006. He's like, thanks to you, everybody knows my handle. I'm like, well, I was Tiffy Ray 06, so
Send him
you're
emails.
welcome. What is that at, like, AOL?
I believe it's
His
Gmail.
aim. Kirk.
But yeah, that was a good good episode.
Yeah. Okay, I won't say anymore, even though I probably have like 5 more.
Somebody says all
can say
praise
it.
Lady Supreme.
Oh, favorite episodes. It's hard
Favorite
to...
moment,
favorite
episode,
moments, yeah.
whatever. It doesn't have to be. you know.
Honestly, any of the ones that we have like a crazy food, absolutely. The ones that we have like a crazy running joke through, which is a lot of them.
The lettuce episode.
Ooh, the lettuce.
The lettuce.
episode.
The lettuce period.
Then we did like a cheese version of that. Then we did a
Yeah.
dog version of that. Those kill me. Like
Yeah.
that's my favorite thing to do is like be that kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the fact that like people pick up on that and they enjoy it just as much as I do. And then obviously when Tiffany came back, but Meg stole it from me.
Sorry.
Sorry.
And then I like that episode when Meg and Sarah were singing together.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
I got to
pretty
listen to
great.
that
It
one.
was pretty great.
That's one of my favorite ones
Ooh.
as well.
Can I piggyback off of that?
Yeah.
Where we sing hello.
Oh
we haven't done it in a while.
Or welcome.
Or welcome, yeah.
Yeah.
We should end this episode with a round of thank you.
I like that.
I thought you were going to do it, and I was like, not now.
Meg's like, yeah.
Well, all of mine were already stolen. Because
It's kind of cool we all share the same ones.
Yeah,
Though.
I really liked the episode. Because as much as I like recording with Az, like, whatever, he's a nice guy, yada yada. Cool to podcast, but I missed Tiffany.
Yeah.
And
I'm looking at you.
don't look at me because I'm gonna start to cry.
I know I want you to cry.
No, so like it just felt right when you like sat down and like we hadn't been. That was the first time we had recorded in my basement in months. And that's where it all started. So just to, like he already had done your bit, so it was my turn, and like I literally immediately started crying. No, it was just perfect, and like I missed recording with you.
It felt
Because
so
it's not the
right.
same without you. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
felt so right
Um,
coming back down there, and literally, like, when I walked down there, everybody was like trying to be quiet, and they were like, and so I just like sit in the chair, and I'm all quiet, and I don't even remember what the episode was. If somebody knows out there, I would love to listen to it. Actually,
It was
Um,
Chamber of Secrets, wasn't it?
yeah, it should have
I
been
think so.
Chamber, yeah. And when I just started talking like with you guys, it just felt like it feels so perfect. Like
Yeah.
Felt like-
conversating with you guys, talking about these books that we love. It's just it's right,
Yeah.
and it feels good.
Feels like
Yeah.
home.
It
Yeah.
does feel like that's perfect, Katie. It
Yeah.
feels like home.
And then shortly after that, on an episode that she was not on, I don't know, were we drinking or were we just our regular selves? Because
I feel like we were just ourselves.
when we started singing, it was so funny. Was that the same episode that I was doing A Million Reasons?
Oh,
I think
my
so.
And
God.
every time I listen to that song in my head, I sing it.
That's one of my favorites.
Do it.
I'm
Do
trying
it.
to, but I'm laughing.
Do it.
You're giving me a million reasons to let you go. You're giving me a million reasons to let you know.
I want to point.
Giving me a million reasons. Giving a million reasons. Giving me a million reasons. About a million reasons. Hold on. To pray. The words.
Stop. So long.
Oh God.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
I enjoyed that.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
I won't lie. I also
I remember one.
hold on. I also kind of really like my dead Cedric jokes.
Yeah, someone
Which is like a
mentioned that.
horrible thing. But like again, I know we all cope with things in different ways, but I have to find humor in all life. So I have to make a good joke or else I would just cry because it's very sad.
Literally, like I don't know why I don't expect them, but I don't,
They
and then they
should
just
all-
come
yeah.
out of nowhere and
Yeah.
they hit you, and you're like, "Oh, Sarah! Oh my God!"
When I was like, put this in the garbage can, no, Sarah, and you spit your drink out and went out your
Well,
nose.
like the best part was though, like I was going to make a joke, but like don't call me that. When you made the joke and I had coffee in my mouth and I spit it, like I choked on it hardcore, like it came out of my nose. I think I got some of it down, but oh my
face
gosh.
hurts so bad right
Oh
now.
my God.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I'm a funny lady.
Sophia in the chat wants you to try out for American Idol.
Dude.
Actually, do you remember that guy that came to Magnificat and sang?
Yes.
He was on American Idol. He was on the reel
I
of
forgot
bloopers
about
of
him.
not good ones.
Aww.
He wasn't bad though.
Sad.
Oh, he
wasn't
wasn't
bad.
bad.
Sweet.
Already a new one.
Yeah, really though.
Can I have some more Prosecco?
No.
As a matter of fact, you cannot.
As she pours it.
All right. Do we want to open this up or?
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
wait.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I had a question and I forgot it.
Oh yeah. Do you guys want to ask any questions? Sorry, I kind of took the lead on that.
That's
and then.
okay. So your weird
Silence.
moments. Shoot, I had a good one. I forget what it was.
Do we want to whenever we ask questions and then maybe we open it up and then do we want to end with like how we have like a whole wrap up of how we
Yeah,
feel?
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that when we want to put that in? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite snack eaten on the podcast?
Ooh, good question.
like that.
Oh,
Mhm. Snack,
snack.
not dinner.
Tiffany.
Snack.
I can't pick one.
And it can be
snack.
before your vegan days if you'd like. Because
I really enjoy those jalapeno chips. I know they're not called jalapenos; they're jalapenos.
Yeah.
I just-
jalapeno.
I just like saying things incorrectly.
Really good jalapeno.
Tommy's grandma. How can
Timmy.
I say
Timmy.
Timmy? Tommy's. That's another
Timmy's
lady.
grandma.
Can I just also say, so I like to go to half price books. I literally went through the other day and bought 5 Star Wars books that I didn't need. They were all on clearance though, but I like strategically look for books now that are written in because I really like that. And when I say strategically look for books that are written, I mean Harry Potter ones. Right. So then I got another copy of Sorcerers, I believe, and someone wrote on the cover of it, but you can't tell, like, you know when you write on a book cover and like pen, but the pen doesn't show up, but you can see where the thing was written.
Yeah.
And I'm 90% sure that it was calling Harry Dave. And then I think
old Dave.
I think on the cover his shoes were untied, and they're like, "Tie your shoes." I'll have to go get it and look.
What?
But yeah, it made me laugh. Yeah, heck yes. Because I like books that are like I literally look
Dave
every
and the
time,
Sorcerer's Stone.
especially if they're a little bit rough around their edges, like at the ones
She
like
loves them.
I will look to see if there's writing in it, because I'll buy it.
You're cute.
So
You know
yeah,
that? You're real cute.
thanks.
I'm being sincere as well. I know it sounded like I was being a snot. Favorite snacks.
okay.
Favorite snacks.
I think my favorite snack is fruit roll-up.
Those went fast.
I know, we need more.
We need to get Lorna Dunes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love Lorna
Those would be a good
Doones.
snack.
Barf.
Tiffany,
What?
You don't like Lorna Dunes?
you're trash.
Tiffany? Well, yeah, I know.
Okay, Forky.
You're just like me.
Trash.
Trash.
I'm not kidding when I literally cannot pick a favorite snack. So, Sarah.
I said it
passes
was the
to you.
jalapeno chips.
Oh, okay. I can't. There's too many great snacks.
What's been
in
the
world.
favorite thing we've eaten so far?
Carly just said you were eating Tiffany's Airheads when she was
Oh
pregnant.
yeah, she was mad when you took the blue ones.
Me?
Yeah. You know what she would do, you guys?
No, the gummy bears.
She would not so secretly, ask Katie to hand her a snack, and I would see her mouth blue one. And so I would just like stare at her, and then she would back away from her mic. And she would like try and quietly unwrap it, which is never quiet because it's stuck to the wrapper. And she would look at me, and I would like claw her under the table.
Well, you know.
I also put my feet on Megan all the time, and she doesn't even say anything ever, and I'll like stick them under her legs and butt to keep my toes warm.
It can be cold in your basement.
It can be,
Yeah.
and you keep me warm, and I love you for it.
I love you too.
What else?
I
we
always
got?
do that for Katie, so it's nothing new.
Yeah.
What's-
Kate, favorite snack?
She doesn't
can't
I
pick
can't
one.
pick a favorite snack.
I don't care.
That's not nice. You should care.
You're not, well, I'm trash, so.
One of my current favorite snacks is Oreos, and those are in the basement, so I
And
guess
those
pick
are
that.
vegan.
Apparently on their website they say they are not.
They are.
Why?
They
I
are in
don't
my
know.
heart. All right.
Sarah, you said jalapeno chips.
Yes.
Yeah, those are
What's-
so good.
What's been your favorite meal we've eaten?
pot roast?
That's a good one.
Oh man, those were good days.
It was
I-
just so good.
I really enjoy like the parties we throw. I'm
Yeah.
a party person. Obviously,
You
I'm like
really
decorated and everything. But that's what I really enjoy. I also feel like I'm really far away.
From me in particular.
Yeah, so far.
You're kind of in the corner
away.
of the.
Doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore?
Okay,
It would be so
Before-
fine to see your face at my door.
All right.
Do we want to do a giveaway?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
face it out.
All right. So how we think we're gonna run this?
We didn't run this by Tiffany or Sarah, but we came up with trivia questions about the 4 of us for you guys to answer.
And whoever answers first on our
Our
end
end.
in the chat correctly
Wins.
will win the prize. So I'll make a list. We'll
Get your
write it
brains
down,
ready.
and then we'll contact you guys later for your address so we can send you guys
Do
whatever.
you need a piece of paper and a pen?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I'm not staring at my phone. I guess that'd be fine.
Wait, are you writing it in your phone or no?
I was going to, but
I like handwritten things.
yeah. Also, we wrote all these questions down in Meg's phone, but Meg's phone is live streaming YouTube, so I'm gonna try and remember.
I remember most of them.
What should our first prize pack be?
Let's do a magnet sticker button pack.
What kind of magnet?
Both?
Just like one of.
One of each, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So we have a Pride I was showing it to the wrong camera.
That doesn't even have a camera.
A
Thank you,
pride
Sarah.
sticker, a good old-fashioned swish and flick button, a magnet, logo
wait.
magnet,
One of these two.
Yeah.
The same thing, but a sticker.
same thing sticker, and a Felix Files magnet.
All right.
All right.
So,
Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
number 1.
Steph, you have to answer a trivia question about us, and the first person to answer correctly on our end wins the prize pack. Okay. First question is Tiffany trash or garbage?
It's a very easy question because she answered it already on this episode.
Yeah, but were they listening? Oh, Carly Johnson got it first.
All right, I'm writing it down.
That's a thing that
Y'all are calling me trash. There's so much trash right now.
it's a game that James Corden plays on his show. It's like, were you paying attention?
I love you, Carly.
And it's literally things from the show that, like, if you were paying attention, you would know the answer to. Fun
Yeah,
fact.
yeah, you get a little clue. Not all of them are going to be clues, but all right. So, Carly, congrats. We have yours set aside, and we'll message you
Should I
sometime
be,
today or tomorrow
like,
for your address.
Offended by all that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We have questions about all four of us.
Yeah.
So that actually wasn't one that we wrote down, but I was like, that's a good one.
That is a really good one.
I have a good question.
Do you want to do another giveaway?
Do 2 in a row.
Oh, I don't care.
Let's
I
do
was-
two
I
in a
was gonna
row.
have a question
Heck.
for us, but,
Oh, for us.
but
Okay,
yeah, you
okay.
could do 2
2 in a
giveaways.
row. 2 in a row.
Do you want to
Should
do
we do the same
another pack? All right.
Same pack.
All right. I'll gather you.
Same pack, another Pride sticker, Swish and Flick logo sticker, Swish and Flick logo magnet,
The buttons.
button, and Felix Files magnet. All right.
All right.
All right. Yes,
Stickers,
we
the open
will
stickers are over there.
Thank you.
message you, Carly.
Aw,
Or if you
Lacey.
have Instagram or Facebook, if you want to message us, that works as well.
Hold on. Can I point out a couple
You can
of
also
things in the
email
chat?
us.
Yes.
Lacey says, real answer, Tiffany is an angel. Yes. Thank you. And then Andrew said, I was a few seconds behind and I thought people were legitimately suddenly abusing you guys.
Oh boy.
That's very
Because
kind
it's
of
just
you.
like a line of just trash.
Just so you know, I brought out another bottle of Prosecco if we'd like one.
Hey.
Hey, baby.
Okay. So I don't know if this is really still something people get confused about, but we're going to lay it to rest right here. The first person to tell us who out of the 4 of us is married will win a prize.
That's another dumb question.
Why?
What? They're so easy. But maybe I think they're super easy because I know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, no, people get it confused all the time.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Janelle came through first.
Janelle.
for you? No, it is,
Janelle Scholes.
Janelle.
I hope I said that
Um,
right.
but people were thinking, like, who's just married in general?
Oh,
They meant married to each
sorry,
other.
to each other.
Because I was like, Tiffany?
I
I'm like,
know.
why are they just saying Tiffany all by herself?
Sorry.
Yeah, what's my husband's name?
Maybe we'll do another one.
Katie and
We have
Megan
a lot
and
of
Tiffany and her
questions.
husband. That's however he'll be known as her husband.
Her husband.
Oh, you're Tiffany's husband? Nice to meet you. You've never met
Gosh,
somebody
he's
before.
so
I'm sorry,
hot.
guys, that I didn't word that question correctly.
Do you want to
So
do another
hot.
one? We got stuff.
Hey, hold on.
We do have stuff. We could do a third one.
Why don't we do that? We'll do 3 each time we do with
Sure.
them.
Okay.
Send,
okay.
send something to Bev. She answered Marty first. People were answering the questions.
We'll do another one to make up for it. But Janelle, you still get
Marty!
your
Are we
prize.
doing
Yes.
another same pack?
Yeah, we'll do
Sure.
another pack. All right, let's see.
I have one.
Okay.
This is about Sarah.
The answer is no.
Can you name all 4 of her alter egos?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
all 4.
4,
The
guys.
clue is that there's 4.
Is there more than 4?
I don't, not
There
that I
might
know
be.
of. There might be, but I know of 4.
I'm going to write them down. right
Sarah,
here.
your face.
I had to think about it. I was like,
You have to name all 4.
All 4, dude.
We still haven't gotten it.
Just 2. 1, 2, 3. There's 4. Come on, y'all.
Oh, you're close. There's 2.
Florence, Harriet, and garbage.
are you counting me, myself? Is
No.
one?
No.
Okay.
Just her alt. Garbage?
Can I give you a hint that Haraz is
Oh.
not one.
Beverly is the closest.
Mm-hmm.
Haraz is not
you're
one.
missing
One of them is not frequently mentioned.
Correct. One
on
is
the
like,
podcast.
If ever.
No,
I mean,
sometimes-
it has been mentioned.
There's
but-
been like 2 or 3 mentions.
I mean, I think you should give it to at least.
Oh, so close, you guys.
No, Terriot is mine.
Harriet is
A couple people
not-
guessed Terriot.
Yeah.
That would be me. There is Harrius, but I wasn't including that. Should I say what the letter the name starts with?
Yeah,
door?
it
Starts with
go
an
ahead.
S.
An
Starts with an
S.
S.
And it's also the name of a celebrity.
It
Correct.
is.
Roz.
Roz and Harriet are basically 2 in the same.
Not Sandy.
It is tough.
Not Sandy. Not Selma.
This is a good one.
This is rough. Not Selena. Not Selena, no. Sunscreen that babe up.
Oh man, I don't
she
know if
needs her
anyone's
hat.
gonna get it.
Is anyone
I don't
gonna
know if
get it?
anyone's going to get it.
I don't think so either.
So I would say the person who got the 3 first.
Okay.
That was
Because 3
Bev.
out of 4 is better than, yeah.
That was Bev.
Was it Bev?
Beverly.
So the fourth personality is Suzanne Summers, not the actress, but the singer. She actually was the first one.
Correct.
I just don't
She
do her
was
on
the
the
first.
podcast a lot.
She's the original.
Yeah.
But good job, everybody. Look at all these alter egos you could have.
Yeah. You
I'm
guys-
interested
Sally.
in Selena.
I wouldn't be able to do
Sally
this
was the medical dummy that we had, and her hand still lives.
one. Or Sally O'Malley. I like to sit,
True.
stand. No, that one's, what is
I'm
hers?
50 years old.
I'm 50. 50 years old. I like
All
to
right.
sit, stretching.
Bev's gonna come get her prize in person.
Yes, Bev. I can't wait to see you.
Yes.
I can't wait to see a
And your
bunch of
beautiful
you.
face.
All right, should we open it up to?
I have
these
a question.
questions?
Oh yeah, Sarah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, about
So
us.
my question for you all is, if there could be one thing you'd go back and change, what would you change during this whole process? It doesn't have to be like on the podcast or anything, but just in general.
Nothing. I don't think anything.
I don't think I would either.
I don't think I would change anything.
Mm-mm.
Because I could say things, but those things have led to like where we are. You know what
I think I made like a silly mistake one point, and then you said like whoever Eileen Prince is, it's like some
Oh
lady.
my god. Okay, yeah, I would change
And then
that.
I made a mistake like that. That was like an obvious one, and I think that would probably be my only thing where I was like, oh man,
You're right.
I sounded
for me.
silly.
I would change that I didn't know who Eileen Prince was because that
But
was
you
dumb.
did.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like silly stuff where you're like, gosh. And we don't edit that out, you guys. If we're
Yeah.
wrong, we're wrong.
Yeah.
And we're going to leave it in.
I mean, but we're human, so we're not going to be perfect all
Yeah.
the time. And like we tell people, we're not experts in Harry Potter.
No.
We're friends that know a lot and are learning more.
I think the only expert is Joe.
Facts.
I'm an
Yeah.
expert.
Okay.
Out of here, Eileen.
The only thing like I might, and like Katie said, the only thing I was like thinking about would be like how I read reviews a lot at the beginning, and now I don't read them at all. But at the same time, I'm like, I think if I didn't read them, I still would care. Where now I don't.
True.
Like, if you don't like me, you don't like me. And so whatever.
Oh, stuff's clutch. Also, global warming.
I
The
like.
Discord idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
had the Discord idea earlier. They're the best. I agree. I felt like a little overwhelmed with a lot of the things that we could do as a podcast and trying to learn how to do them and everything. So at the same time, I guess I'm glad that it came around when it came around because I felt prepared enough to like understand how to do them. But I wish that I had had the knowledge to get us set up with that earlier.
all in good time though.
Yeah, everything happens in its time and space for a reason.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've had a good, alright-ish 2 years. But that was my question. We can move on to the
Chat.
Open
Yeah.
it up.
I also
Yep.
have some on Instagram, but you guys can go with the chat first.
All right, I'm gonna scroll up.
All right.
Let's see if I can find some.
Before
oh
that.
man,
Yeah, we've had a lot of
no,
chatting.
it goes away.
Steph said episode 52
It does?
I don't know.
is where I came back. That's not good.
No.
All messages.
Yeah.
I know, but it-
had that on
There you
there.
go.
No, it doesn't go all the way up.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Can you get it on yours, Tiffany?
No, I tried. I scrolled up
All right.
and it was like all gone.
Guys, I'm so
gotta
sorry.
send them
Send
again.
questions again.
Ilvermorny houses. That's the first one I can
Okay.
see. Mine is Horned Serpent.
Wampus.
Thunderbird.
Megan is lying. She's not a wampus, but I am. What was your
That's
house the
pretty
first time
true,
you
though.
took it?
Thunderbird.
A Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Don't you want to be in the same house as me?
I guess. But the Wampus is a cat.
That's so funny.
Don't you like that I'm just going to call her out? She's like Fred. She's a liar.
I do remember one question that somebody posted earlier, and it was, if you could choose between Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley at Universal Studios, which would you choose?
Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley.
And I'm going to explain why for me right now is that Hogsmeade is beautiful and it was the original and it's amazing. But one thing that I do not like about it is you can be standing in Hogsmeade and turn around and look out and you can see the Hulk roller coaster or you can see the entrance to Jurassic World or Seuss Landing or like all of those. Like you can see everything.
Lay off Jurassic World, lady.
I love it, but I don't want to see it from Hogsmeade.
Whatever.
And
new
Diagon Alley, literally, you
You're
are just
immersed. You're in it.
submerged in Diagon Alley.
Yeah. And really,
Love
you can
it.
get all of the same stuff pretty much, right?
Yeah,
Some of the,
Yeah.
the food spots are
the
different.
food is different,
but
but
that's about it.
Yeah.
If you taught at Hogwarts, what subject would it be? Charms.
Oceans.
Care of magical
I thought you said
creatures.
oceans. I was like, that's not a subject.
I would probably teach potions.
Okay.
I enjoy potions.
Katie, pull one?
Someone asked Nicole asked favorite Harry Potter food.
Sausage.
Yorkshire pudding.
What do I like that you make?
Cornish pasties.
That one.
Cornish pasties, those are delicious.
I also enjoy a nice butter beer.
Yeah, yeah.
Of the
like the
frozen
warm one.
variety.
God,
Heyo.
warn me next time. Woo!
Hey, Mr. Bear.
We're just popping
Favorite-
bottles over here.
Favorite merch
Harry Potter or
of ours.
blanket, hands down.
The blanket.
Blanket.
And honestly, the Pride blanket. It's because it's so nice. Like both of those blankets are really nice. But the Pride one's got like rainbows
I
and stuff.
also enjoy a nice Owl's Caban piece of merch. That was a good one.
I like my terry
Tumbler.
cloth hoodie,
Ooh, yeah, that one is nice too.
but also my tumbler because I use it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Tumblr
Tumblr.
is great. I actually, again, like the Pride one better. Just the looks of it. Like
It's
they're
pretty
both
sharp.
very good looking. Obviously, it just I don't know. It's something unique. I guess they're both.
Emma, I
unique,
know
though.
you said excluding Pride, but like I can't exclude it. I'm
we
sorry.
just like it so much.
What is your favorite fan moment so far?
Oh my god.
Wizardly World of Kent last year. Just the whole
Yeah,
experience of Wizardly World of Kent. We
Yeah.
got to meet
Oh.
so many people, and it was just like overwhelming.
Are you done? Well, you don't have to stop. You can keep
Oh
talking.
no, it was just overwhelming, and like meeting all of those people for the first time, becoming really good friends with people. It just like really it changed. Like last year, Wizardly World of Kent like kind of changed my life.
Nice.
Yeah.
It did.
I cried really hard after it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
For, like,
you
a
like
really
yeah
good.
for like a lot of days. New York City.
Yeah. More specifically, meeting those two girls.
those two little
And our
girls at
friend
First
at,
Child
Disney.
Yeah.
Disney store
Awesome. It was awesome.
doing the meetup.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick one because
Every
every
meetup.
single one is like it's unique and different and like I mean every person's different so you
Yeah.
meet different people and like I don't know.
It's just kind of great.
Me and you doing that meetup at the celebration of Harry Potter the last time they held it.
That was pretty cool.
That was cool because that was like the first time we did something like that.
Mm.
And that was really neat to have. I think it was like 6 or 7 people show up, like in a theme park, who
Yeah,
listened
just
to our
hanging out.
podcast. It was just really neat.
When I met the two girls in Vegas, Vanessa and May, like that was awesome. And then like again, like you said, like every time meeting people and like doing meetups, and the 2 times that we went to New York, I've never been like the biggest fan. It's just not my type of city where it's just busy. Like New York is very, very busy. And every time I've gone, I've not really liked my time there. But like going those 2 times makes me want to go back. Like I loved it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
especially like, you know, we have people and we're hanging out with them that like Christina, because she's like knows everything. So she's like, let's just go here and we're going to do this. And like we're hanging out with them and I get to see like the city not from like a touristish kind of view. So
Yeah, I agree.
that
with
was that was really fun both times.
Yeah, for sure. And meeting, like, we got to do a meetup over the pond. Like, that was insane.
Oh, London
Yeah.
was so fun. Scotland's was fun too. I just doing that. It was, I mean, being able to meet with 2 girls in Edinburgh, like in the city where it started, and one of them really knew their way around, Shelby, and she was taking us all around, showing us where J.K. Rowling's handprints were on the Royal Mile, taking us like to the graveyard and showing us the graves where Tom Riddle and McGonagall are, and
So cool.
it was just so neat. And then London, there were so many of you who came just to get dinner, and then we went and got our picture in front of platform 9 3/4, like in King's Cross. So it was just really awesome.
I have a question from the gram.
Sure,
Okay.
go.
This is from Shelby. If you could go back to your first episode and give yourself advice, what would it be?
Literally climbing around.
I just have to go to the bathroom.
Don't be so serious. No pun intended. I thought when we started, we were going to be so by the book.
Well, and what's
Like,
So
structured.
serious. And it stressed me out.
Well, and what's so funny about it is like, as much as we can be serious in times that we need to be,
Yeah.
we aren't serious people. Like
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
the amount of times that like Tiffany and I are ridiculous together to the point where I'm sure my brother wants to kill me because he's like, stop hanging out with my wife. Like when we're
Sorry,
together,
we're married.
That's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna have fun. We're gonna joke about things. We're gonna laugh. So the thought that
I wonder how
we
many
were gonna
inside
be-
jokes we have.
we were going to be very serious. We're going to talk about Harry Potter. We're going to stay on topic, and we're going to be done.
I'm not going to laugh.
No laughing. We're going to cut everything out but Harry Potter talk. Our episodes would be really short and boring.
Yeah, they would be.
So if you don't like that, we don't do that. Sorry.
Not sorry.
Yeah.
Advice. I guess just don't stress over stupid things. Like, things are going to happen that you might get annoyed about, just in terms of like episodes, not like recording. Like, I'm not talking about like you guys, like you're not annoying. I'm just talking about like the process of doing this sometimes can be stressful. So like just taking a step back and being like, it's going to be fine. You know, like, who cares if the episode is 10 minutes late? Who cares if we have to split the episode into 2 parts for Patreon? Like that, whenever like we started getting really long episodes and then we started uploading on Patreon.
It's still annoying
it
'cause
is
it's a
annoying,
pain in
but
the
like,
butt.
at least it's expected now. So like
Yeah.
little things like that, just be like, don't stress over it. It's fine. Like, it's going to be fine. And it is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what would I tell myself? You're going to grow up and it's going to be okay.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. So it's no longer a thing.
It's just super crazy because, I mean, I've said this 1,000 times. Like, someone on the chat today said, like, Katie, like, Tarriet would never exist 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like,
No, she was always
never.
inside. You didn't want her to come out.
Right, she needed to grow a little bit.
Can we talk about you for a minute?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can I say my thing and then we can talk about her?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Just remind me because I'll forget.
But Katie, go on.
Oh, I don't just like relax. It's okay. Like, just do your thing. It's fine. Don't be
Yeah.
nervous. Just go with the flow and just be you, which
Yeah.
I feel like I can be now, which is really nice.
Well, like what I said to Tiffany when we were going to do that thing for her, like, teaching stuff 2 weeks ago or whenever it was. And I was like, Tiffany, I'm like, we're talking about something we talk about all the time. I'm like, don't get worried about it. And I'm like,
Yes.
we talk about Harry Potter. We talk about us. We talk about us all the time. But yeah, I don't know what I would tell myself to worry less. Like, you're weird and people are going to like you for that. So don't give two hoots.
Have we seen a theme here between all 4 of us?
Yeah.
Don't stress and worry less.
Yeah.
I like that.
Don't stress, worry less.
Love it.
Swish mantra.
And just enjoy it. Enjoy the people you're going to meet. Enjoy, you know, the experiences you're going to have.
First of all, you're gonna meet people, which will
First of
like
all.
if you told your
Yeah.
past self that, you told
If
me
I-
that someone in New York City in Times Square.
think about the girl that came from Egypt.
I know, and they would have said, "Are you the girls from Swish and Flick?" What?
Yeah, it's
Think
crazy
about
in such an
that.
amazing
it's
way.
Crazy, yeah, and it's so good.
Okay, now we can talk about Katie.
Can we talk about Katie?
Why do we want to talk about it?
Because
We have 19 emails. Sorry.
in those first few lots of episodes, I'm sure if I go back and listen, you're very quiet. You talk when it's the yellow. and and now you're all over the place, and I love it. You crack jokes. You're comfortable. You can tell your body language is so different from when we first started. And I just am so proud of you.
Don't cry.
She's not even talking about me.
I love to see you become yourself for them.
No, for you.
But I mean, she's herself for us all the time and for herself. But when she's in front of a mic, those first however many times, she wasn't Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now she's Katie with a mic
Yeah.
in front of her face.
Thanks.
And I just am so proud of you.
Yeah.
You. That means a lot.
Like we've grown so much. Like from the very first time that we sat down in our basement and Megan and Katie didn't even think to bring their mics over. And I'm like, well, let's just practice talking to each other.
Oh my gosh,
with
that's
microphones.
right. You did not bring
So,
your microphone.
Did we
Yeah.
record that?
And they would like, remember
I
when
think
they would
we
like
did.
take him home? We would take him home.
Yeah. Like, what
Yeah,
were we gonna do
why?
with
We
them?
took our mics home?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm
Well,
thinking,
yeah,
I'm like,
you
I
are
didn't-
home.
we recorded here. But like, you know, Tiffany and I sat down and we kind of went back and forth and chatted, and we have a good rapport anyways, the two of us. And then like Megan and Katie were like, Katie's like, I don't even know what to talk about. And to see like how the four of us from the very beginning to now 100, really more than episodes later, almost 2 years later, it's amazing to see how we've all grown.
It's amazing to like obviously you guys were my friends before, but like to
I hated
grow
you.
more with that. Thanks, Sarah. To grow more with that, and like I've grown closer to my wife through this. Honestly, like it's crazy.
I was gonna say, like, even seeing Katie grow in front of a microphone, like, I think doing this podcast has made her grow more than just in front of a mic. Like, she's
Hello.
Fozzie agrees with you, Meg.
I'm just saying that, you know, like, you've grown even outside of podcasting as well, and
Thanks.
like, she can order pizza
I can't all
great.
by myself.
sometimes.
Thanks, babe.
No, but I'm, you know, I mean, would you have, okay, so yesterday, 2 days ago, we went to talk to a salesman at the car dealership because Katie's car was come due for her lease. Would you have ever done that without my dad coming before this?
Probably not. And
I
like,
don't think
think
so.
I would have said anything at all. I was like talking to the guy the whole time.
Yeah, it was just seeing her like have that interaction, like that never would have happened.
You know, just
And
a
she
normal-
she bought a car. She
Thanks.
bought a car without my dad.
guys.
Katie.
Thanks.
I'm probably gonna end up buying a car without your dad too.
I feel
I
like
had you there. You helped me a lot.
Yeah, but still.
It's pretty
Thank
great
you.
because I've known you for so long. Like you've not changed. You just are more you
you're
around
more you.
other people.
Yeah. You're
I
more
agree.
you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. It's great because you're great.
You're great.
You're great.
No, you're great.
I think
Trying not to cry, so I won't look at anyone. I have tears in my eyes.
professionally, I think as far as education goes, this really makes me think about the things that I read with my students and how they can interact with the text that, you know, I provide for them, or even having them, you know, choose their own books based on, you know, what they like. And even though they are first graders and they can't read Harry Potter, I talk about it all the time. And they would go home and they would be like, guess what I just watched? I watched Sorcerer's Stone, and talking about how they want to read it. And, you know, they'll flip through it and, you know, they can probably read some of the words out of it, but mostly they can't. But it just, to see them get excited about a book that I know they can't even read yet, but they want to because they've seen it on screen, gives me hope that, you know, later on when they can read it, when it is on their level, that they get just as immersed as we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I know with me, it makes me feel more. I know that I'm like the weirdest human alive.
Correct.
But it makes me feel more normal when I'll say something and people are like, oh, I do that. Or like I just recently was telling.
People relate to you like no other.
Which is mind blowing to me. But like
We're
people
all
were talking
weird,
about-
guys. It's great.
Yeah, about going back to school. And I'm like, okay, that makes me feel better that I'm not like, not that I felt like I'm wasting my time, but like, I just feel like I'm old and I haven't done anything. So it's refreshing to see that there's other people out there that are like, I didn't go to school until I was in my 30s.
Yeah.
And
Honestly,
like,
you're
you know,
not
I
alone.
know that I'm weird, but I it's helped me like be okay with it and be okay with like being a little controversial in my life. And I'm okay to like talk about it. Like it helps me.
I feel like you've been owning it like hard lately too. I like it.
Yeah.
Like you get to be you too.
Yeah. Honestly. Because before, like, you wouldn't have put that out there.
No, because I don't like. I still struggle. Will say like telling people about like having a Harry Potter podcast. 'Cause I'm like, I know it's like the nerdiest thing ever. I'm like, but we do pretty well. And then there's me who's like, I also have a timeline in my Google Docs that like I'm slowly putting together.
It's an epic.
So I'm like the
timeline.
nerdiest of nerds.
I can be that way too, where I'm just like, you know, people like we'll talk about Harry Potter and then I gauge them and I'm like, do I tell them about Swish and Flick or do I not? And I just did a project for work actually, and one of the girls who was on the project from the other company we're working with, she noticed my earrings. I have the Alex Nani Deathly Hallows earrings in like all the time, and she's like, oh, I love your earrings, and I'm like, oh, thank you. I really love Harry Potter. And then we started talking and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And I was like, I'm a host on a Harry Potter podcast that's actually pretty popular. If you wanted to listen, it's Swish and Flick. And she was like, what? Oh my God, yeah. And she pulled it up, subscribed right away. And then later on that afternoon was like, you guys have really good reviews. And I'm like, oh, so you were looking. And she's like, yeah, I can't wait to listen. I got a subscriber
Nice.
from a work project.
I had a Target cashier write us down.
Whoa.
I don't know why. I don't remember what I was doing.
I don't know.
I must have bought something. Oh, I think it was when I bought Alana's Harry Potter stuff and we started talking about it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to slide this on in. You want to listen? Pull more questions? Yes?
Yeah.
Sure.
How's Ed Weasley doing?
Great.
Fantastic.
Oh, I like this.
I will say, before you go on,
Go.
I forgot what I was gonna say. What I also really like is like, in this day and age, I think that there's a lot of political wise, and I'm not gonna get too deep, but you know, it helps me feel more empowered that the fact that we're 4 women doing this, and yeah, we've had Ezra on, and obviously he's not a woman, but like, you know, the 4 of us, we're rocking it, we're killing it, you know, doing what we love.
Like, we built this.
Yeah, we built this city.
On rock
And we
and roll.
built this city on Harry Potter.
Or
And that we also have like such representation. Like obviously we have 2 girls that are, I shouldn't call you girls, you're women. 2 women in the LGBTQ community. And so like, I like to think that we are very inclusive. Like we don't care. And we've said this on the podcast. Like if you're just starting out reading Harry Potter and you're 85 years old, or if you've read it a million times and you're 18, like we like you, we love you. If you love Harry Potter, you're a nice human. Like we don't care race, age, sexuality,
Whatever.
gender, anything like that. So I think that's really cool that we're like a safe space for a lot of people.
Yeah, honestly, it blows my mind, but I'm super proud of it.
Yeah.
And may I point out that you 2 have become more confident in your community.
Yeah.
I feel like, and
I
not that I'm a
agree.
part of their community, but I'm an ally, that I'm like more willing to be like, these are my 2 best friends, and like, yeah, they're married to each other, and like, I think they should all have rights, because what's the difference? Like, love is love. Love is normal. You know what I mean?
And we were talking on some episode, and I'm sure it's recorded, about something in your relationship being normal. And I said, well, you are normal.
Yeah.
And Katie, I think you were like, oh, you are.
Yeah. Well, because we were texting.
I just think that it's rare to hear that from people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is. It is.
I mean, because loving someone is the most natural, normal thing
correct.
you could do.
People
So-
loving people.
Yeah.
And like the fact that you guys understand that, and like, you know, Tiffany, you said that, you know, like, well, you are normal. Like, that's the mark of a good friend, because
Also, normal's relative. So.
Correct.
well,
Because none of
true.
us look normal.
True. But like, just thinking, you know, some people might, you know, be a friend to us, but then like say something, and like people don't realize things they say sometimes, and like, you know, I get that people, whatever, but like they'll just be like, oh, well, yeah, like that's different. And it's like, but is it? It's
Yeah,
like,
it's the
not.
same thing.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not different. Why is it? I was talking about the fact that Katie and I are starting to think about having a family. And I was complaining to somebody about the fact that even though I will have a child, Katie will be in the room with me, she will be on the birth certificate, we still, in addition to that, have to file for a second parent adoption for Katie.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is like thousands of dollars.
There we go.
Which,
Hey, we're live on YouTube, so
Don't talk.
keep it hush.
so, like it's just something that people don't think about. And then the person I was talking to about it was just like, oh, well, I get it. It's just, like legal precaution. And I just wanted to be like,
Legal precaution for
They don't do
I
that
just
for
wanted to be
no.
like, but did you and your wife have to do that? No, they didn't. And it's, they were trying to make me feel better about it, but they were just making me more aggravated. And it's like, no, that it's not okay that is something that we have to drop more money on top of already trying to, this has nothing to do with Harry Potter, but whatever. It's just talking about us. But it's just like, they were just like, oh, well, it's just because, think of it.
No, don't
Because
think it.
nothing.
It's not right.
Because nothing.
Because nothing. Exactly. Like, no, it shouldn't be that way. Why should we be subjected to spending more money when we're the parents, period? We're married. It should be recognized that way. End of story. End of conversation. But it's just not. Even though marriage is legal in all 50 states at this moment in time, it could be taken away at any moment. And that's not something that
And that's just
not,
wrong.
That's not something that pertains to everyone. So, but
That's
you
what-
guys are not that way,
Right.
and that's a
That's the
blessing.
best.
And honestly, like when I look at you guys, I'm not like, oh, those are two women who are married. No, you're ooh, almost said it. You're just
And it wasn't
you're,
me.
You're my friends who are married.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Well, like I recently was talking, and this actually isn't on an episode of a Felix File that hasn't been uploaded. But like when I found out they were dating, and I honestly probably shouldn't have done it the way I did, but we were at a sleepover. Katie was not there. It was just Megan and our other friends from high school. And she had not shut up about Katie for the longest time ever. So like we had all kind of talked. We're like, I think they might be dating. Like, and then we like kind of made a plan. I'm like, I'll ask them. We'll play Truth or Dare at the next sleepover. And I'll
Truth
ask
or
her.
Dare.
Yeah. And no kid, very rarely do they do Dare. So I flat out asked her. And so after a second, she like paused and she's like, yeah, we are. And so I know, like for me, if I just told my friends I'm dating some guy, like they wouldn't bat an eyelash, because that's so like in our culture and everything. You're like, all right, cool. You're a woman and you're dating a guy. Makes sense, blah, 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 whatever. But for someone that you are going to a Catholic high school and you've gone to a Catholic school all your life and all of your friends are Catholic and all of these other things. So coming in being like, yeah, I'm a woman dating another woman. Like, I'm sure that was terrifying. And I literally, like, when I tell this story, I'm like, we moved on to the conversation because I was like, all right, cool. You guys are dating. I'm like, now we know, whatever. Like, moved on. Because in the way that I'm saying I didn't care, I'm like, I don't care who you're dating. Like, you're dating a woman and you like her. Like, I hope you're happy. I want the best for you kind of thing as a friend, not saying like, I don't care. Like it meant it in like I want you to be you and who you want to be with and all of that stuff.
Not a big deal.
So, and I'm fortunate for us that we are this way, but other people aren't.
Yep.
And so like even at your wedding, your cousin's like, so when did you find out that they were dating? I'm like, I've known since the beginning.
All right.
And like,
And our
like,
family did not know since the beginning. It was
And I
many
think
years.
hopefully like it just, you guys didn't have to like hide around us because we all knew and we were like, all right, cool. You guys
I
are
think
dating.
that's what made high school and partially into college so good, actually.
Yeah.
Was because I feel like, because we were like half in, half out of the closet, per se, you know? So, like, there were a lot of people around us we were out with and they knew. But there was always that thing in the back of my mind saying, what if this gets back to so-and-so?
Because
so,
even my
like-
mom knew, because I did tell her, which is probably, and Megan's like, oh my God, she's going to tell my mom. I'm like, trust me when I say that she's not, which again is probably not the smartest thing, but
Yeah.
my mom didn't tell her.
And I mean, my mom is like so supportive and happy
Yeah.
for us now, but like people react in different ways and it takes time for some people to come to terms with it.
Yeah.
And as a member of the community, like I almost think that you have to be okay with that, because people are not going to react the way that you exactly want them to. And that goes for a lot of things, honestly, not just this. I mean,
Yeah.
it
Well-
could be with what you decide your profession is. It could be with, I don't know, but you know, it
Anything.
could be with
Yeah.
anything, and people aren't going to react the way that you're expecting them to, and that's okay. Just give them time, and if they truly care about you and they truly love you, they will come back,
Yeah.
and it will be fine.
And if not, it's not worth your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always say, like, with situations like that, you know, you can only control yourself. So you can't control how they're going to react to something or how they're going to do something. You can only control how you are reacting to them.
I also think you're showing a lot of people, like how a couple in the community can be, you know?
Pretty
'cause
cool.
before I met you guys, like I wasn't around a lot of people who were out, if any, to be honest.
You grew up in like conservative Ohio.
Oh, super conservative.
But like now, like you guys, I don't know, you like introduced that to me, like this is us and this is normal, and I don't know how to explain it, but giving me like
It is okay to
exposure
even
to
talk
that
about
community,
it.
it makes it normal, it makes it okay,
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
seeing you guys for who you are. It's like
Because there's nothing wrong with
it's
it.
all fine.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong?
People
what's
just
wrong
don't
with
understand
the
or
whole
know.
thing is like being hateful towards it. Because there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like I said, loving someone is normal, and like Lin-Manuel Miranda said, love is love is love is love.
And as much as I like talking about you guys, we should probably move on.
Do you want me to
I
ask
love
some
you
questions
guys.
from Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I want you to give an answer, one each. Like one, there's gonna be, it's technically two things, but one for each. You ready? What is your favorite and least favorite character? So one and one. Tiffany, go.
Favorite Dumbledore, least favorite Umbridge.
Favorite Lupin and Lily.
Oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
I can't pick one.
Megan never
Least
picks one.
Favorite, I also have to pick two. Umbridge and Probs. Snape. Sorry, guys.
Ooh, you put Snape underneath Voldemort?
No, it's just we
Let me sip
we
some
know
tea.
we
I
know
feel
a lot
there's
about
so
Snape's
much
history.
more Snape interaction than
Yeah.
Voldemort.
What about
actually.
Right.
but what about like Cursed Child Snape?
I mean, he's cool.
Yeah, that's because he got a Snape Demption.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
let's be real, that's another reality. So
Oh.
does it count?
Oh.
Favorite Remus, obviously. Least favorite Umbridge.
I think we're gonna have a theme. Obviously, my favorite character is Hagrid. I mean, duh.
Haggard.
Haggard. Swaggered.
Swagrid.
No, someone call it Sagrid is me. Sarah dressed up as Hagrid.
yeah, no, that's good.
And then my least favorite would probably also be Umbridge. I don't like her.
She's scum.
No, she's like scum,
Between your toes.
like underneath 50 files
file and scum.
of just grossness.
Pull, Kate.
Oh boy, let's see. Bev asks, has anyone figured out how long it will take you or when you will finish the original 7 books? But there's kind of an addendum to that because we're only at book 4. So even if you were to go week by week, chapter by chapter, I think they're going to get to the point where they're so long we're going to have to split chapter episodes.
Guess
We're gonna
what,
start doing that
guys?
now,
We're
so-
actually starting that now.
Because
Oh, nice,
realistically,
nice.
like
Yeah.
with the last couple of episodes,
They've been so long.
well, Tiffany's been breaking the chapters up where I normally do for our docs, and I've been getting like 50 pages. I swear. I'm like, Tiffany, I have this massive section. So what we're probably gonna do is like split the chapter roughly in half. That's a half of
Yeah.
a chapter. It's a half.
But we'll each talk on each episode.
Yeah.
Correct. So what we're gonna do is like still split it up into 4. So it's really gonna be like we each get 2 parts of one chapter, and it's gonna be on 2 episodes.
That'll be more manageable for us doing our notes as well.
And really, we can also just go really in depth,
Yeah.
and get as podcast formerly known as not something that's allowed. We're gonna get real deep and sweaty.
So, long story short, you guys are getting a lot more content. So.
yeah.
Yeah, so don't
Basically,
worry.
It's extending it
But
by a
it's
whole
We're also
extending
lot.
it, yeah.
not gonna do this with every chapter. Like the
Correct.
chapter that do we already record it, or is it
No.
one after we record it?
No, the
It's
third
shorter.
the third task chapter coming up is bananas long.
Yeah.
So that
Well,
one
there's
is
a lot.
definitely getting split.
There's a lot to unpack in that chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an intense chapter.
Yeah.
Which
agree, Vinny.
which shop would you want to work at in Diagon Alley?
From
Like in
Lowry.
real lifetime or
Whoa.
like Harry Potter, I'm actually a wizard, not a muggle.
I guess if you were Harry Potter. If you were in the Harry Potter universe.
Probably
The magical
I don't know if that's-
menagerie.
Yes. Or quality Quidditch supplies.
I would want to do
About
like
the ice cream shop, Katie.
Flourish and blocks.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, I like
I'd
the
wanna do
bookstore
flourish and
idea.
blocks.
Sarah, you would work at the bookstore.
Yeah, I also really like the candy store.
I'd want to be
I
a
worked good at the
floater.
candy
What about
store.
Weasley Wizard Weezus?
Is that at Diagon Alley?
It is.
I could do that.
I'd want to be a floater and just work a shift every day wherever they need me to work
Just
in Diagon
bounce,
Alley.
bounce around the alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a good question.
Can I just interject that I'm so excited for Orlando?
Oh,
I bought a
I
new
know.
suitcase.
Sarah,
Will
just
you-
come.
No,
Just come.
I can't. It'll be too much of a because I'll already be on vacation.
It is a pain to
It's just like
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
She literally will hate the crowds though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It
looking
would be
out
sad
for
for
your
you.
mental well-being, you would hate the crowds.
Yeah. Will you guys buy me robes when you go down there?
Sure.
Yeah.
If you could change one thing about the books, what would it be? This is from Sophie on Instagram.
More change?
Change about the books.
Remus would not die.
I would change Fred dying. Because that makes me really sad.
Nobody would die.
Okay, well, that's unrealistic, but
I think that I would want to add in more Marauders content.
I would change it about the movies.
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like she could have added even more.
Give us a Marauder series. Kate.
Honest to God.
Thank you next.
Though people will just say that she's money grabbing if she adds any more
Oh my
books.
gosh.
Ugh. Guys.
Hey.
Do you want more Prosecco, Megan?
Sure.
What am I changing?
What would you change?
Something about the book. And you're changing whatever you'd like to change.
I'd like to change Harry Potter's hair color from a dark to a
I
blonde.
think his scar
He-
should be
he
a
would-
circle.
I think it should just say Harry Potter on his forehead. Tried to be killed by Voldemort.
Shut up.
Voldemort was here. It's gonna be on his forehead.
I got what I'm gonna change.
WUC.
Be quiet. I would like to see more of a view from Quirrell in one about his going-ons and conversation.
I
don't know what happens when he has to use the bathroom.
You go, man.
But like, does he always have the turban on even when he's at home? And like, what does Voldemort see?
But
Oh. He's a tush.
a touch.
When you said Quirrell, for whatever reason, I was picturing Filch, and I'm going, why do you want to know more about Filch?
want to know what happens.
You know what I actually would like more of is more Harry and like Sirius and Remus conversation, so we could learn more about his parents and stuff from their point of view. Probably more Remus and Harry together.
Yeah.
Because like as much as like I love Sirius, I do. He has like I think he has a different sense of who they were. You know, they all have different relationships with the Potters. So
It's time.
For 3 more giveaways.
all right, I'm gonna go to the potty.
Let's give away posters.
Poster.
All right, so we have a couple packs.
We have a couple packs of posters. Ooh, I almost smacked my
Hello.
face.
Oh, I gotta go all the way down here.
So we have some Accio Designs posters to give away.
What's that?
It's our poster
Well,
business.
Tiffany, I'm glad you asked. Down here we have Accio Designs, made by Megan and Katie. They are the Petrus family.
Well,
Show
no.
off your goods. Oh wait, not like that though.
Tiffany. I want to hire the guy from like the Prices Are Right. Prices
Price
Are Right.
The prices are all right.
Just
Okay.
to announce our stuff.
Dude, this coffee is kicking in. For those of you asking, we had multiple people ask, and I forgot to tell you, this is cold brew venti
With almond milk.
with almond milk.
Okay, so we have 2 Accio Designs poster packs. The first one,
They're identical.
They're both identical. We have a Don't Intoxicate and Apparate,
This is good.
the Leaky Cauldron,
This is also good.
Honeydukes.
Do you see them?
I think so.
I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
And Don't Let the Muggles Get You Down.
Which is no longer in print.
Hey, really?
Yeah. Really, sadly.
They'll be for sale at Potterfest in Kent though.
Until they're
Wizardly World of
gone.
Kent, until they're gone.
All right. So the question is,
Are ya ready?
I'm ready.
again, the rules, if we have any new people, is going to be the first answer that pops up on our end. They will be the winner. All right. What are the names of all 4 of Megan and Katie's cats?
3.
Oh, 3.
3.
What?
There's 4 in the house.
3.
You get a bonus button if you can name the 4th.
Yeah, you'll get a bonus poster maybe if you can name the 4th one.
Oh,
Sorry.
I have 4 cats, but I don't.
Oh, wait. We got
Oh man, is it?
Janelle again.
Janelle again.
Iggy, Teddy, and Minnie. You know what though?
Janelle, can we give it to the next person? Right? 'Cause
Yeah.
right under that.
Yeah, is also correct.
What do you say, Janelle?
Okay, thank you, Janelle.
You're so. Oh, that makes me want to give her more stuff for being sweet.
So it's Stephanie Osmond.
Yes. What are you? You
Thank
can't eat chips.
you.
How do you spell
So
last name?
Osmond, I believe. So Stephanie, we will send these to you if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook. Send us a message with your info, and we'll send this out to you.
Janelle, you are a good human, and I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
I'll throw you a little bonus something.
Hey, put it in her pick. Write that down. Don't forget
Write
it.
it.
I
so we don't
did.
forget.
Okay.
Look at me in the background.
See, being nice pays off, friends.
Okay, so we have a second pack.
2.
And I accidentally skipped a question. So, what are our Instagram/Twitter handles? All 4.
And personal ones?
Yeah,
personal
Can you guys
ones.
name them?
Oh.
Aw.
I can.
Be quiet, you.
Lamo 1, Lamo 2, Lamo 3. The cool one.
I am the lame-o.
Guys, the 4th cat is Rookie, just so that you know. He's the one that is the polydactyl. Oh, Lowry is getting there. There's 2. You gotta name all 4 of them
Steph, you're
first.
And they have to
close
be-
on mine, but it's not. It's not there.
Oh,
Oh man, wait.
wait.
I would give it
Nope.
to Steph. That's so close. Unless, okay. Oh,
Stephanie.
Stephanie Osmond got it again. So we're gonna
move on.
move on to somebody else.
Steph Renna corrected herself though.
Okay, so Steph Renna.
Steph Renna. Thanks,
Gosh,
guys.
Steph.
Steph no longer runner.
Good job, Steph. We'll send you those. You get the exact same posters I showed before, the same 5.
Mm-hmm.
So the answers are O'Malley with 3 H's, Meg's Mouse Tails, Skaterade 7, and Tiff.
Twit.
Tiff Swish _ Flick.
All right,
Good
another
job.
one.
Good job. All right, so we're gonna do one more pack, and we have
There's 2 sets of this, right?
but
So
we're
we'll
just
do
gonna do
another
one
later.
set right now. So we have
Oh, wow.
a
Where'd you get all
set
those?
from AT&T. We have a. Is it 5?
I think it's 5.
Show me that.
We have a 5-pack of Crimes of Grindelwald posters. We've got Grindy. Who's this? Tina.
Who's this?
Credence.
Another res rep.
Newt.
Another Ezra.
And Lita.
Where's my
Lita.
man?
I don't know. We didn't have Queenie or Dumbledore in the pack.
Or Jacob.
Or Jacob. But
I know.
so we got
If
these 5.
Yeah.
And we'll give away a second set of these as well later. But who's gonna win these, Kate? What's
All
the
right.
question?
What is Alana's nickname?
Oh, there's a lot. Oh, a cardinal.
That's a good sign.
Yay.
Dun, 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 dun,
Alana's nickname.
dun.
Oh,
Oh.
Lowry.
Hey.
Lady Supreme.
Can you give me the full
Supreme.
title? Supreme Lady Alana Rose.
She is the supreme leader.
So Lowry, also, if you would like to message us on Instagram, Facebook, Let us know where we can send those posters.
Oh, but so many people are coming in with little Swisher, Miss Rose,
Rose.
baby
Oh.
Swisher. Oh,
I would have
her.
taken any of those, but regardless, Lowry was the first one to answer.
You guys, we love when you call her Lady Supreme.
my
We think it's
God.
the best.
It's the
ever.
best.
On that post that Tiffany put for her birthday, people were commenting. I was screenshotting stuff, sending it to Tiffany, like, oh my God, this is great.
You're welcome for calling her that.
So funny.
It's a great nickname.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you. Stop eating chips.
I
Sorry.
don't know what you're talking about.
All right. That was 3.
You got a question? I got one.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
If you could add a task to the Triwizard Tournament, what would it be?
To not die.
That's not a task.
Technically, it is, though. It is a task not to die.
Cedric came in last.
Dead last.
I would have a a puking pastel eating contest.
You are terrible.
I'd have like a relay race. We had to do this in Aruba.
Potato sacks.
No,
Oh
what they
my
did was
God.
we'd sign up for a beer drinking contest. So we were thinking that it was like to see how many, like you get 12 beers and you could chug whoever drinks them the fastest wins. But what they did actually, and this is smarter for them because there were only 12 people that signed up, so they only had to give out 12 beers. So you had to pick up these water weight things and you had to walk in the pool from one end to the other with these things underwater. Then you climbed out and then you rolled this big dice, and however many times you rolled it, you had a hula hoop that many times. And then when you were done hula hooping, you chugged the beer, and once you were finished chugging the beer, you had to blow up a balloon and pop it. I would do something like that. I didn't come in last. I was very surprised. And out of my 3 friends, Jen came in at 1 minute and 10 seconds. I was 1 minute and 11, and my friend was 1 minute and 12 seconds. And the guy that won, he did it in like 40 some seconds or 50 seconds.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Like these people were like, and I'm like, there's no way. Luckily I wasn't last. There's a couple people behind me, but I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are fast.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun.
I don't know what I would add.
Yeah, I don't really know what I would add.
Okay. Well, that was a great conversation. I'm happy it happened.
Playing poker. No, I'm looking at a question on here, and I think it's really good, and I think we should answer it.
Oh, instead of finishing the one that we
Yeah.
were talking about?
No, but I just don't want to forget, so don't let me forget.
Go ahead.
Ask this question?
Do you have an answer for the other one?
Oh, you could do trivia.
I mean, I honestly don't know what I would add. Maybe...
Run by the Sphinx.
I know that Harry did flying in the first task, but I think like maybe something with flying would have been pretty cool.
Specifically, all of them would have had to fly.
Think
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
flying with like an obstacle course.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
That's
The
cool.
only one at a disadvantage, it seems, would be Fleur because the other 3 are
Oh,
Quidditch
that's
players.
true.
You're right.
True.
I don't know
but
if she is, maybe.
Harry
She
would have
might.
won that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Victor would be a close second, I would think. Not to say
fine.
that Cedric's not a bad player.
Oh wait,
I just think
doesn't
that Harry's
she
a better-
doesn't like brooms? That's why they do the Thestral in 7.
Oh,
right?
look at that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, we've also discussed the theory that the cup chose the weakest, not weakest, but weaker players.
Oh, yeah.
Theory though.
Yes. You don't agree?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Okay.
Can I ask this?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you love about Snape? I can go if you would like.
I can go. I love that in the alternate reality of Cursed
Nope.
Child,
Just
he
kidding.
helped Ron and Hermione and like actually still went through with the rebellion.
Okay, what about 1 through 7?
What?
I think that's where you need to answer. You need to find something.
That he died for Harry.
Okay.
He died for the cause.
This may be the toughest
For the
question.
greater good. I love his loyalty to Dumbledore.
Of course you do.
I would agree.
He would do anything, and in times of war, you need someone who is on your side.
True.
And he came through. He made a promise, and he came through. It could have been so easy for him at
After-
any time to switch.
Well, think about his emotions after
Not easy. but,
realizing
you know.
he did lose Lily because he loved her. And I don't necessarily agree with all of his choices and all of that, but he could have just, gone through that and gone and just stuck with the dark side anyways and been like, well, what else is there to live for if she's gone?
Right. Right.
So as much as he is not the best human, in my opinion, he is not my favorite character. He does do a lot in his own Snapey Snape way to make sure that Harry survives. And he is angry. Like, you see how angry he is when he finds out that, you know, Dumbledore was kind of raising Harry as a pig for slaughter.
He was emotionally disturbed by that.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that shows a little bit of his character, that he's not, like, you know, a horrendous dude. He's very much a gray character, and he's written well. Also played very well. That's one thing I love. I love that Alan Rickman played him.
Yeah.
I guess I really respect his extreme loyalty to the cause. Yeah, like, I mean, playing that double agent role is
Hard.
terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I feel like his life was on the line more than anybody's.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't say that I'd have that kind of bravery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
Thanks. I try. I'll pull a question from the chat. What kind of wand is on your logo? It's just one we made up, to be honest. It's just a swish and flick wand. That's pretty much it. Like, it's not
Yeah, we
based
just
off
made
of
it up.
anything. It's just I just made up.
But we did have a really amazing Swisher make us one that is awesome. And I'm trying to
Yes.
remember what wood he used. He just used wood out of his backyard.
Which is crazy.
But it's awesome.
Oh,
My friend had her baby.
Oh. Favorite magical creature?
Niffler.
Yeah, Niffler and Hippogriff.
Phoenix.
me.
Mine's a Sarah.
Mine's a Sarah. Magical creature. I like a good old phoenix. I like a hippogriff. Things that fly.
I like bees.
Who's the most? I have a question. Who's the most overrated character in your opinion?
Overrated?
Harry.
I would say kind of Dumbledore.
Yeah, Harry or Dumbledore for me.
Y'all are overrated. I don't know. Good question.
Lupin.
That's a
Get
lie.
out of here.
That's a lie.
Sorry for blowing your
James.
drums.
Sorry for blowing your drums.
James. Jenny. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
What?
Don't what me.
Movie Jenny's overrated, but book Jenny is like B.A. Bob's
apron.
She's all right.
Oh my god. You love Dumbledore. That's what your problem is.
I'm going after everybody's characters.
I have another question. Are you ready for
Yeah.
this? What is each of your favorite Sarah-isms?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on.
Needless to say, I enjoy this question.
I like when she, and only people on YouTube right now are going to see it, but she'll be like, woo, 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 woo.
Well, I don't do my whole hands. I usually just do my fingers.
yeah. Or what did you do when we were playing What Do You Meme the other day? You were like,
Because I won.
oh god.
How do you pick one?
I know, they're all so good.
I mean, like, Florence is really great, but because, like, it's funny because, like, Suzanne was around for so long, like, way before we even started podcasting, but, like, Florence is definitely, she blossomed because of the podcast, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
So that's pretty great. But Katie stole mine, too. It's the pew, 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 pew. We always do that at home.
Yeah.
We do. We make fun of Sarah. Well, we don't really make fun of her. We just copy her.
Or when you
I do this. I do
Oh,
this
yeah, we
thing.
do the little dance where, like, hands up.
I do this thing that drives my sister crazy when I'm like, woo, 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 woo. She's
Yeah.
like, I hate that.
Oh, yeah, we do that at home, too.
Yeah.
like
Mine
that
would
one.
have to be Sarah. Sarah. Is she cool? No, she's not.
I
Sarah.
like, Tiffany pointed it out that I was doing that and I didn't even realize it.
You
So I'll be
guys-
like, be places and I'll be like, Tiffany? Tiffany. Is she cool? No, she's not. Or like, Fossington? Fossington. Is he the best pooch? Yeah, he is.
He's sleeping.
Fossington? It's not even his name. I call him Sir Fossington the bear.
Somebody in the chat asked Megan, why do you love Lily since we don't get to know her too well in the books?
Good question.
I think that it's just because the little that we do know about her is very reminiscent of Hermione for me, and I really enjoy Hermione, and they seem very close together, but like I just love a Hermione mother figure. So I think that that's why I've clung to her.
Yep.
I also really think she should be with Remus Lupin. So
Oh my gosh, Harry wouldn't be a thing. Neither would Teddy.
who
They
cares?
both not exist. I mean, the whole series is Harry Potter and the blank.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Megan doesn't. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh.
It would just be Lily and Remus's son would be the chosen one.
Oh my.
I don't know.
Or
if
it would be
is,
Neville. They could be Neville Longbottom
Neville.
and the Sorcerer's Stone, or Neville Longbottom in the Chamber of Secrets.
That doesn't sound right.
Neville
Neville
Longbottom and the
Longbottom
Lost
and-
Remembrall.
The Lost Remembrall.
That's just long.
Yeah.
Neville
Longbottom?
Longbottom. Versus Harry Potter.
You know what sounds really good? Something Lupin. That's pretty short.
Yeah.
Harry Lupin.
Something Lupin this way comes.
It doesn't sound right.
Harry's
Emma.
World.
Oh my god. Emma asked, what was your favorite subject in school?
English.
History.
Art.
French.
Well, that was easy.
Bonjour, mes amis.
Je suis comme! If you had to switch places with one character in the Harry Potter universe for a single day, who would you choose?
Is it a good day or are we like at war?
What day would you want to switch with this person? I'm gonna addendum to that. So pick a person and the day you want to switch with. Like you could be Lily the day she dies.
Voldemort, last day.
I can know what death feels like.
No.
That's real morbid.
Whoa.
No. Tonks on the night that Teddy was made.
That's yours. Because yours is probably
Are
the
you
same.
gonna say the day that Teddy was made?
Yeah, I'll just flip flop that.
Oh my gosh.
I love how Megan. It took Megan a second to be like, "Why would you flip? What?"
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh, I
Lord.
know. Harry, first time Diagon Alley.
Oh,
yeah, that's a good one.
Bringing
yeah,
it
mine's
back
PG.
to... Yeah.
I think I might. So it's like it's two like it's a good day and a bad day because I might pick Hermione the day of the Yule Ball because she has a great first whatever and
True.
then Ron's all over it.
I think she doesn't let it super bother her in the moment, though. In the book, in the movie, she does, but
Yeah.
in the book, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Oh, wow. Oh, you're scrolling.
I like that.
People are going off about the Teddy comment.
You're hilarious. Tiffany.
Should we do?
Yeah.
Should we do another giveaway?
I need
Yeah,
another
last
question.
giveaway.
Last
I need
giveaway.
another question.
One more.
No. I need another question to
Oh.
ask because I forgot ours.
Megan will think of one.
Will you think of one while I ask a question?
Sure.
All right. So I'm gonna give away another.
The other set
Oh, okay.
of the other set of these posters.
Oh, there you go. All right. All right. Another Fantastic Beasts.
Another
Poster
Fantastic Beasts
set.
poster set.
All right. Which is Tiffany's favorite character to impersonate?
Oh.
I had to think about it. Not me. It's not
Whoa,
me.
Riley.
Oh man, who is it?
Riley.
Why is this not?
Why is it not showing?
Oh, it came up. Okay.
Oh.
There we go. Hey,
Riley.
congrats.
Riley.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
So Riley, if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, please send us your info and we'll get this out to you.
Mm-hmm. All right, next question.
Next, we're gonna send another pack. Sarah, could you get a pack together?
We have a sticker over here.
No.
Please.
When is Swish and Flick's birthday?
Real birthday.
Birthday.
Birthday. Thank you, ma'am.
Does anybody
Hey,
know this?
there are 53 people watching, and there are only 18 likes on this video. Y'all better go and like it right now. Right meow.
We need a date.
Right meow.
Do it. I want to see those likes go up. Where are they at? There it is. Keep going, and if you thumbs down, we're kicking you out. No.
So far, nope.
Samantha, I think maybe you fat fingered that first number.
Who did what? I had to think about what you meant.
What? Oh.
Come
I'll
on,
give
guys.
you a hint. No one has guessed it yet.
Nobody's
Nope.
guessed it. No.
No. I will
So
say, I will give a
close.
hint. We just celebrated its second birthday.
Yep.
Sarah from, oh shoot, where are you from? Sweden?
Did you hear her last name?
Sweden?
Yep. Alana
That
Rose
is
and Swish and
it.
Flick and Nick Offerman all have the same birthday.
Nice.
Yeah, Swish and Flick's birthday is June 26th.
Give me all the bacon and eggs you have.
I was right. You are from Sweden.
And so what's funny about that, last year, when Alana was a fresh newborn, we realized later on that same day, I was like, oh my gosh, guys. I'm like, this is the day that we like birthed Swish and Flick. I'm like, so, because she was due on the 27th. So it was meant to be that little Miss Alana Rose was born on Swish and Flick's birthday.
Miss Woos. I miss her. I need to see her.
All right, let's do the next one. This will be another Swish prize pack.
Little button sticker magnet pack.
Yeah.
What date did our first episode air?
Hey.
A lot of you guys were saying it before.
Thank you.
It needs a sticker.
All hail Lady Supreme.
Just remember, don't look Lady Supreme in the eye.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, Lowe's. You got it.
You got
Got
it.
it, dude.
Message us your info and we'll send it out to you.
You're going to have many a message.
So I will say that
another one?
originally we wanted to air the first episode
In August.
in August, but we didn't have a date.
Yep.
And then we had recorded it and like we had it edited and I was like, guys, why don't we just drop it on Harry's birthday? Like, let's
Technically,
just do
we
it.
didn't edit that one.
Shout out to
E-Kirk 2006! We'll
Ezra
never
did,
listen to
Ezra
this.
did.
But
He
that's
might
okay.
be listening now.
So we have one more prize pack to give away to bring it to 10. So we've got one last question. And then we're going to wrap this loose. I'm sorry.
Like footloose.
Oh, I
Um,
like that.
Everybody cut loose.
And what was I going to say?
Mm.
Oh,
I'm
and then
not
we're going to give our little spiels about just the last 100 episodes, and then we'll wrap the episode up.
Sure.
And then we're going to cut cake. And do
Which
the
we'll still
piñata,
be
and then
live
we'll be
for.
done. We'll still be live for that, but this will just be the end of the episode.
Yeah, so if you want to stick around.
So stick around.
All right, last question. Now, is this the OG?
OG.
Okay. What is Sarah's original Patronus?
That should come quick for all those people. Let's do it. There it is. But, nope.
Oh,
Oh, already won, though.
So Jessie is the first. Wait, Jess?
Jess Laker.
Jess Laker. You got it.
Janelle and Steph trying to take more stuff.
It's a vole.
The bowl.
So Jess, message us your info and we'll get it out to you.
Yes.
If you haven't liked the video yet, you better like it.
Yep, we're still only at 41 likes.
Come on, there's 57
There's
people watching now.
57 of
58 now.
you.
Go.
Go like our video.
Click it. Click it now.
We should have gotten candles that spelled out 100.
Okay.
We're bad people.
That's okay.
We're not
They
bad
wrote it.
people. We're just.
They wrote it on the cake.
Yeah, but how would we could blow
It
out
would.
some candles?
True.
Whenever
they're
in
like
your
the
life
little
will you
stick
get to
ones.
blow out a 100?
Right.
Maybe we will.
Oh.
Kind of hope I'll be
goodness.
dead by then.
Well, on that note. What? Are we talking about ourselves again?
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite
Thank you
subject.
guys for participating in the Q&A.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for
Yes.
participating in the trivia.
Sorry, we meant to do 100 lightning bolt questions, but we just talk a lot.
We talk
so.
too much to do that, so.
Yeah, we do.
All right, what am I ending with? What are we saying? What this does
How does this make you feel?
Like, just like how do you
Reminisce.
feel?
Summarize
We're
your
at
last
100.
100 episodes.
I feel good inside, like cotton candy.
I feel like a cloud, personally.
If you
No,
felt like cotton
I-
candy, you'd feel fluffy. But at
Yeah.
any moment you get wet, you're just going to shrivel up into nothing.
That's true.
Okay.
That's why I don't go out in the rain. No, I think that the most prominent feeling is just joy. I love building my friendship more with you and really creating and building my friendship with you two. And
Meaning Megan and Katie.
correct, yeah. These are hands.
For people who can't see us.
Right. Becoming closer with my best friend Sarah, And just, I mean, I get to hang out with you guys all the time, and we get to talk Potter all the time, and I get to talk Potter with people who, if the podcast didn't exist, I would have never been able to have conversations with and meet and I don't know, like, I'll just pull someone from here, like Steph Retta. Like, I feel like I relate to her so much, and had the podcast never, been a thing, I would have never had met her. So
Yeah.
and I haven't met her. I hope to someday.
Steph, come
She's
to
bae.
Wizardly World of
But
Ken.
like, I just like that, that we brought together a community of people, and I think we have the best Facebook group in the entirety of
world.
Facebook groups.
Yeah.
Hands
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I love it.
Yeah. Are you done? Not to like rush you, but is it okay for me?
No,
to
I mean,
go?
I asked you earlier if you were done, so now I'm done.
So I think that a lot of what this podcast has brought me, and I think all of us, is just like, the best word to describe it is friendship. Whether it's between the four of us or it's between us and our listeners, the friends that we have made from this podcast. And like Tiffany said, I mean, I knew Tiffany. She came to our wedding. We weren't super close friends at that point. I just knew that she really loved Potter, and she wanted to come to a Potter themed wedding, and she was Sarah's sister-in-law, so I invited her.
I mean, I had a good time.
I think you were technically my date.
No, she was Bridget's date.
Okay, I knew you were someone's date.
She was Bridget's date.
Because she was like, I don't need, like, Marty doesn't need to go. I would say also, not that we got, well, Tiffany more so than I didn't get crazy, like, drinking-wise, but by the time we left the reception, this is how inebriated, and again, she wasn't crazy inebriated, but she was like, can we get Taco Bell? She never asks for Taco Bell. I didn't say I wasn't.
Listen, there were some things with a night in the photo booth. I don't know.
Hey guys, if you go on our Facebook group, I'll post pictures. I have them saved.
Sarah was so drunk she shoved a CD into my CD player that already had a CD in it.
Oh my god.
I don't remember this.
Sarah breaking things.
That's my life story, though.
So yeah, I just, friendship is like the biggest thing. I mean, Tiffany, like, I never would have called her a best friend until doing this podcast. Sarah, in our relationship, was always like, when you get together with somebody, it's like there was no time that passed between you, but now, like, legitimately, we see each other way more often than we had. Whereas
Unfortunately.
Wow. Whereas before, it was mostly like, every couple
School
months,
breaks
maybe,
and stuff.
yeah. So it wasn't as often. And Katie getting to get close to them as well. And then just like meeting people everywhere. Like I said, Katie and I did the first meetup in Orlando, and some people that I can remember that we met there were Natalie. There was like 7 of them.
Where, in Orlando?
In Orlando.
Yeah,
I remember talking to Natalie a lot because we talked about Hanson. And then
Well, and that's the cool thing about meeting, like, because Katie and I will talk about it, because out of the 4 of us, we're the ones with, like, the most anxiety, because we have anxiety about anxiety. Like, let's just be honest.
Yeah, that's accurate.
And so
That's just giving me anxiety thinking about it.
Like, I always say, like, the word anxiety gives me anxiety. Yes. But, like, we're the ones that are, like, a little bit more nervous to, like, talk to the listeners and stuff. But 9 times out of 10, we're going to strike up a conversation that has nothing to do with Harry Potter. Like,
yeah, you just talk.
When I met Katie in New York, who was just there by chance, and actually leaving that same day, like, we talked about cold coffee for like 20 minutes, because I was like, let's talk about coffee. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. So that's a really cool thing.
Yeah, it's just, like, all these people that we've gotten to meet, like, we're really close with some of the people that we've met, have literally turned into best friends. Like, shout out to Regine and Kelly. You guys are the
seeing
best.
them next weekend. I can't
So
wait.
jealous.
I know, I'm so jealous. She texted me and she's like, Sarah's coming to visit me. And I'm like, I have
going-
plans already for next weekend.
We're going floating. I was like, what does that mean? She's like, you get on a raft and you float down the river while day drinking. I'm like, sign me up.
So it's, like, there's just so many people that we've met, and I'm so grateful for it. Being able to meet. I honestly, like, I don't want to start naming people because I know that I'll forget people, but like people that I have really talked to when we met them, like Claire and Eddie. Shout out to you guys for coming out in London. Emma came out in London. Mara came out in London. Mara sent us Danny DeVito. Thank you to her.
Oh my god.
It's just, it's amazing. Well, we had our meetup in Nashville. That was so much fun with Regine and Kelly and Dixie, and I don't know.
Morgan.
Morgan. Yeah.
Again, another person that you didn't talk about Harry Potter at all with.
Right.
Yeah.
Megan's like, can you move so we can talk about Taylor Swift? And I was like, no.
Me and Morgan probably talked for that entire time about Taylor Swift's Reputation tour. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
Are you done?
She's
I'm just
done.
kidding.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
You're done.
So I'm not good at these things without preparing them. So welcome
the
to me
cuff.
stumbling for the off the cuff. So 100% what everybody has already said. I could talk to death about how I've grown, how my friends here have grown. So I'll shout out the community that's come from this. It blows me away every single day. Like from just getting a nice review all the way to a Swisher making a 1-year anniversary video for us and everybody coming in on that.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I was just gonna say, like, that video, I feel like it was a turning point in our community. Not that I didn't think our community was amazing before that, but when they put that video together, it was just like, it was something else.
Yeah. All the way to
Y'all are special.
yes, Lacey coming up with the term Swisher and like us on this
Yeah.
end, we're freaking out. We're like, this is great. Like somebody
Yeah.
named our community. This is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
And like now we use it every single day. So nickel to you every time, Lacey. But just like the people that we've met, seeing you guys become friends with each other,
Yeah.
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 that's insane. It's just the community is so strong and like so strong knit. I literally don't have words. It's so great.
It is.
How many quarters do we owe Lacey for saying Swisher?
Oh, it's a quarter? Excuse me.
Probably a million.
Just watching you guys step up for each other, like in Swisher support, like everybody's always just got everyone's back. And like there's been maybe out of 2 years, like maybe 2 minor problems that we all take care of. And again, we all just jump on and take care of each other.
Swisher support.
Yeah. It's really great.
I want to shout out the community too, in the fact that like we had the Swish and Flick podcast group, but there were more and more people joining it who wanted support, like for personal things, and we were like, well, we really want to keep this like just Harry Potter. How can we combat this?
'Cause
like,
we don't
in a
wanna
way,
tell
'cause
anybody
We don't
no.
want people to say, don't come to us for help.
Right.
So like the creation of Swisher support was also like one of our greatest.
Well, and you know what's so funny
Ideas,
was
I
I
love
was
it.
not 100% on board with it. But seeing it's been over a year, I would
Yeah.
say,
If
or
not
at least
close,
a year.
yeah.
That we've had it, and I'm like, no, like this is such a because there's a lot of people don't like. I'm great that I have grateful that I have such a wonderful support system around me, that I have friends and I have people that I can go to talk about things and that are there for me. But not everybody has that, so it's great that we have a community that is willing to listen, and you know, even if you say like I'm having an issue, I don't want to talk about it, but if you could just send me good thoughts, prayers, whatever, and people, you know, are
They're in
willing
a
to like,
heartbeat.
like seconds later they're like, we got you. It's humbling to see that.
You guys just make me feel so good. Like Robin posts on there every day, hey, tag somebody. I ran for you today. Like,
Yes.
God bless you. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so
she
great.
must have legitimate magical powers because every time she tags me,
Yeah,
it's
I
when
agree.
it's needed.
I agree.
Something good
Like,
happens that day,
yeah.
or
Well-
it's a day that I really needed it. Like,
and the one time she did it on my birthday, and she's like, I had no idea it was even your birthday. I'm like, it was just meant to be.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
you
It's-
guys are just the best.
honestly.
Someone sent us a little puzzle piece keychain.
It's on my keys.
Yeah, same here.
Samesies.
And it's just something so small, and it reminds me every time, like, we're all part of this puzzle, and we all fit together.
Yes.
Even though we're all different shapes, sizes, personalities, different people,
Different houses,
different houses, yeah. But we're all a part of this
all but
big
one.
puzzle of life.
Better like the Cavs.
So, like,
Y'all need a good player before you can say that.
Yeah.
you guys are awesome.
The Browns have it in the bag though, possibly.
And we appreciate you so freaking much.
Yeah. No. I don't know. What am I supposed to be talking about?
How you feel about 100 episodes?
It's crazy that it went by so fast.
Yes.
Because I never thought, let me be 1,000% honest. I thought I was going to quit. Because that's that's my personality, is starting projects and not finishing them. That's very much an Aries trait, I've been told. But I think that
I don't do that.
I think
I wanted to prove. Sorry.
okay,
I
Tiffany's
have it.
Tiffany's showing her
My puzzle piece. I didn't want to just say it. And I'm like, not really.
that's on her keys. So it's just, I'm proud of myself that I've made it through this long. And, you know, every time I kind of like, because sometimes it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But there's always something that like reinvigorates me, you know, reading more of the story than we're at, and, you know, just talking to them and like having a conversation that's something we might not even be on that topic yet. So, it's been an amazing ride. And I, like Katie said, I'm grateful for our community. And we talked about this a little bit when Tiffany and I were doing the, thing for her school for the teachers. In this day and age, especially in America, you've got, you know, a lot of things that give people anxiety, like with the like politics and the things going on around the world and global warming and all of these things. So a lot of people's everyday lives are very stressful. So I'm very grateful that we have like an escape for everyone.
Yes.
And you know, we're really, really a positive group of people. Like, we do approve posts. Ever since Crimes of Grindelwald came out, we kind of really were like, you know, let's keep approving posts because we can see before anything goes on if it's a post that's going to be controversial in a way that's going to start a fight versus a conversation. Because we don't mind. Obviously, we're 4 women that we don't really care for Snape, but we're not going to put things out there like, just because we're a little bit like we all don't care for him, we're not going to not put out things that we might not agree with. If we think it's going to start a fight, we're not going to post it. But for the most part, you know, we want to have those healthy discussions and talk about things because there are 3,000 people in our group that you're not all going to agree on something. But, you know, we're pretty positive, and I really, really appreciate that, and I'm amazed by it. The whole thing's just been mind-blowing. And like I said even before, like that I get to be my weird, wonderful self, and people are like, no, be weirder, and I'm like, oh, I gotcha. Just wait. So it's just it's been a wonderful ride. So
Yes.
and I'm really happy I didn't cry during that.
Good job.
I'm holding magnets in my hand. Maybe that's helping me. So yeah, it's been great. I'm excited for 100 more.
Yes.
We're going to have
Hands
even more
down.
than that.
Maybe. I might quit by then.
Oh my God.
No, you won't.
I know it's such a bad joke now that they're like, you're not leaving anymore, Sarah. Don't ever say it.
Are we ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Wrap the episode up. People who are on YouTube, stick around. We're going to cut our celebration cake and do our sorting hat piñata.
We need a round of.
Do any social media?
Make sure that you follow us on...
Stop eating the cake.
What is wrong with you?
The little icing pieces fell off.
So it doesn't mean to eat it.
She's getting scolded by Mom.
Make sure that you follow us on Facebook at Swish and Flick Podcast and on Twitter and Instagram at SwishFlickCast. Also subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/SwishFlickCast.
Because we do these kind of things on Patreon.
Every week.
Yep.
So
Well,
whenever
every
we
time
record,
we
Every time we
episode.
record.
Every
Also,
Well,
also check out our website, swishflickcast.com, and that's where you can go buy Pride merchandise because 100% of the proceeds are going to Glisten. Please and thank you. Help us
Also,
reach $1,000.
if you have any ideas for Pride merch, or not just Pride, but merch in general, tell us.
it's very obvious your mouth is full of something.
I got a chip on my shoulder and in my mouth.
Oh my gosh.
we need to do a round of thank you.
Hold on. Wow, did leave it.
I will say, anybody who's just listening to this, you can go and watch the video that pairs with it on YouTube if you want. Everybody who's on YouTube right now, this will be posted as an audio file.
Yep.
And it will stay on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your thank you?
Yeah.
Here we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
So good.
That
you
was really
guys.
good.
That was really good. All right, that concludes this week's No Why.
Can we do a you're welcome?
You wrecked it.
That'd be kind of fun.
You wrecked them. Don't say it.
Darn near killed them.
Are we doing it? Did you?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Am I saying you're welcome?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
finish? Yes. All right. That concludes this week's 100th episode. Thank you so much for listening, and don't let the Muggles get you down.
Amazing! Just my voice!